Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what's happening? Welcome back to Sneakerhead 721. You are now tuned in with your boy JP, J Lion, JPS, JP. You know the rest. You know what to do. It's on the screen. I ain't even gotta say it no more. Y'all know where to find me. Y'all know where to find the kicks. Y'all know where to find the hot topics. And any questions, y'all know where to reach me. Feel me? So what we're gonna be talking about today, y'all could already see it down there in the, how do you call it, the title. I was gonna say in the description, which you could also look in the description, by the way. I do be having some stuff in there. I don't know if y'all ever noticed some. If the video is extra long, I'll be putting the timestamp in there as well, so you guys can know what I'm talking about at which part of the video. This video shouldn't be that long. Aiming for around a couple of minutes, maybe 10, but not that long. But let's just get right into it. But before we start, I'd like to give some shout outs to my viewers. Nobody did guess. I did have a good guess, but it wasn't the zebras. So, but I'm a shout out regardless. Shout outs to Savio. Shout out to Sophie. Shout out to her sister Looney. Shout out to all y'all. Really appreciate it. Evelyn, Wiz, my supporters from the States, from Canada. Appreciate y'all. You know, from the 304. Evelyn, appreciate it. I appreciate all the support all across the platform, all across the globe, you feel me? Yeah, so for today's content, I'm gonna give you a little rundown of the Adidas brand, and then I'm gonna give you a little insight into Superstars and how they became this iconic. So strap in and let's get right into it. So Adidas, founded by Adolf Dassler, nicknamed Adi. So that's how we came to the name Adidas. Adi, he used the first three letters of his first name, first three letters of his last name, Adi, Das, Adidas. And that's how you got that name, in case you didn't know. His dad, which was Christopher Dassler, he was a shoemaker, one of 112 in a small city in Germany, where there was only a population of 3,500 people. So there was a lot of shoemakers for a little town. So that was a profession that was really known. Adi himself actually studied to be a baker, funny enough, but helping his dad in the shop and so forth, he picked up on the skills. So Adi got into the business with his brother. They fell apart. Rudolph went and started his own company called Ruda, which is the same as what Adidas did, but he made it shorter using the two first letters, RU and DA, Ruda, which we now know as Puma, as I have up here. So that's two rival brothers. There's a whole long history of that. If I go into it, that will probably take up the whole video. So that's as much as I'm gonna do. We're gonna fast forward. Companies passed on to Horst Dassler, the son of Adi, and he had bigger ambition. He wanted to carry the brand to the next level. So he took it to the States, and he wanted to, in 1964, I believe, to create a basketball sneaker. So he needed to do some research. He consulted Chris Severin, which was a marketing expert at the time back then in sneakers. So he let Horst to know that the sneaker game, especially in the basketball arena, was dominated by two brands, which was All-Stars Converse, the All-Star line from Converse, and what is it, Royal from Kits. But yeah, I'm gonna have it on screen. Pro Kids. There you go. So they're gonna be on screen right here. So these were the two the shoes that was dominated at that time. So what did they do? He went there was canvas shoes, by the way. So they were all canvas material for the hard floor. They were the industry standards. So teams were hard to move away from those. So they did the first how you call it, leather shoe for basketball. And before then, Adidas was more known for the track and field wear. So they, in the Olympics, the Berlin Olympics, they had 37 gold medals, 35 silver, and 35 bronze. So that's a total of 107 medals from Adidas wearing athletes from all across the world, even approach Americans athletes. Very iconic one right there on the screen, especially on that time under Adolf Hitler's Germany, Nazi Germany. Over to the States, started making basketball shoes. The first one was the Adidas Super Grip, and the high top to that was the Super Pro model. That was the high top to the Super Pro Grip. And the distinctive feature of these were the shell toe. So that's why they were nicknamed the shell toes. And up to this day, I think that name still sticks around. So it's still synonymous with the Superstars. So that was between 1964 and 1969, which is where they started using the same model that they use in the track and field into basketball. They look for the most, one of the best stars of the game and have them wear their shoes. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar got a $25K a year sponsorship deal or sponsor deal to wear the Adidas on court, which he did. And actually, but the first coach that actually gave them a chance was the coach of the San Antonio Rockets at the time. So the San Antonio Rockets was the first team to actually give the Superstars a chance and actually wore them on court. And then Kareem Abdul-Jabbar got sponsored. He wore them in his games, and it really went through the roof when it was sported by the Celtics team in 1969 and 68, I believe, when they went to the final against the Lakers, and that's when it just blew crazy. So in 70, they renamed it into the Superstars, and then they actually had a Superstar 2, which is the more padded tongue. We're gonna fast forward a bit to the 80s now. The technologies are increasing in other sneakers. Adidas is kind of falling behind on the technology part, but in the culture, the street culture was taking an uprising at the time, and that's the year Run DMC started coming up. Because before then, you had rap groups such Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. No, don't touch me, or I'll go to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. Okay, yeah. So, you guys are not here for my musical talents, obviously. So that's from them. So they used to wear flashy jackets. That was the norm back then. And then now you had this whole new group, Run DMC, that are coming in with their flea jackets, you know, with their 3 stripes Adidas. And then they dropped the hot single, My Adidas and Me. But the name of the song was My Adidas. So, but that was a revolutionary track, of course. And they were all Adidas out. They were the first rap group to have a music video play on MTV, first to be on the Rolling Stones, first to perform in certain stadiums around the state. And it was through one of their performances at the Madison Square Garden that I believe, I can't remember which year, 84, sorry. And 1984, when they had their Leor, their manager at the time, sorry. So their manager at the time, Leroy, while they were performing at the Madison Square, brought in one of the Adidas executives, which was named Angelo, and had Run DMC show them the influence that they have on the sneaker game. So Run DMC told the 10,000 plus fans, put up your Superstars, and like they said, everybody put up their Superstars, and the executive side was like, whoa, he was impressed, went back to the headquarters. Next thing you know, Run DMC is the first multi-million-dollar rap group that has an endorsement from a sportwear company. So there's a lot of firsts from these sneakers, a lot of history, and that's why they're considered iconic. If you really think of it, they're standard quo from 50 years ago. Imagine, can you tell me any trend that has traveled 50 years from your parents' days to your days? Like back then was boom boxes and all those things. All these things have slowly died out. The boom box, the Walkman, the long chains, the street type wear, the bucket. Well, bucket hat is kind of coming back. So a lot of the clothing article from then, a lot of the culture, the street culture from then is fading away. But these Superstars, hey, they're not going anywhere anytime soon. And they have made a lot of different collabs. Nigo, I believe, did a collab with I know he did a collab with The Bape when it was one of the most sorted after Superstars. You have right now Prada just made one with them. I have it on screen as well. Star Wars made one. They have the Darth Vader colorway that looks looks crazy. Who else? There's so many I cannot really actually go through all of them. So I will not go through all of them. So, but if you think about it, one of the first music groups or rap group to get an endorsement by a sneaker company. Now, if you think about it, you could think of like 5-10 different musicians that are into sneakers off the top. But these were athletic companies. These were companies that are usually sought after athletes. So to go into a music or to a pop genre, that was something revolutionary at the time. And yeah, that's why they earned their iconic status. I guess I know actually. That's why they got their iconic status. But that is it for me today. I've held y'all long enough. I appreciate y'all letting me into your house. I'm gonna see y'all next Friday. I'm out. Oh yeah, like, share, follow, like, share, subscribe. I said follow.
That now go happen. That will never happen. You will never live to see.
Like, share, subscribe. I'm out.